sorry. Yeah. I'm just enjoying the coffee. I made that myself. That's a really nice coffee. I'll do that. Okay. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Caravan Podcast Tales from the Crypt. I think.
Or basically three chaps munching biscuits.
Yes, we have
occasional bit of information on Caravan.
We've had
the three biscuiteers.
Oh,
Thank you.
Very good.
Here all week.
On this episode, we've done the classic caramel bliss, better known as the VIB of biscuits.
That's what it's all about.
Sponsorship welcome.
And we have also, well, I say we, Dan, has also done some crunch classics and some cream gingers. We like them.
Gingers.
They're kind of like a healthy because they're in green packets. So
Eco-friendly.
I'll put them back.
Yeah. There's only one left, you fucking ate them.
So, on my left, we have...
What we calling me now?
I don't know. Caravan.
Chris the Caravan Man.
That's it, Chris the Caravan Man.
Caravan Dan, one and only.
Jockey Wheel Jimbo. And
Just remember, one and only Caravan Dan. There is only one. Real one. Right.
And me lovely daughter out the back there.
And young Zoe.
Young Zoe.
Oh, that's all them gone. Yes, Shag.
That's them finished.
Thanks for that.
Another pack down.
Right, Dan, I've got a question for you.
16.
Well, that was actually a different question.
No, the other question he was asking you.
Go on.
Remember that?
I'm not going to beat around the bush. Do you take a poo in your caravan?
I've got Crohn's disease, I'll take a poo anywhere.
Not fussy, are
That's
you?
how I roll.
Are all your family the same? Do they all take a turn out?
Yeah. Toilet's a toilet. Yeah, I don't really have a choice. I have to use it anyway. I know a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
It's for number ones, but I think there's always going to be that argument in there because some people are going to be totally against pooing in the caravan, and some are just like, "What's the toilet? If you need a shit, have a shit."
Yeah, true. I mean, for me, it's a case of that. I just don't know whether I'd like the smell of all of my family's poo in a very small enclosed area.
Open the window.
I ain't got no windows in my bathroom.
Open the door.
That's the smell out.
Drill a hole in the floor.
Done that.
Don't take your family.
Easy as that.
Easy
I
as
like
that.
Get yourself a sock.
No, I mean, for us, it is a majority of wee-wees. We bought the children up to go and use the campsite equipment.
We were warned as well as children.
But and again, there are times in a place where you need to. When we was away at the weekend, my daughter complained that she had a bit of a bellyache, so I gave her the option. You can use the caravan toilet, or go and use the
campsite
the
facilities.
the facilities.
You use the campsite facilities or the bush.
With yourselves, obviously, do you use what chemicals are you using?
Blue in the bottom.
Yep.
But I use the little sachets now.
Yeah, we've been on them for a
I
number
like
of years
them.
now.
A little bit more expensive.
Down the hatch,
Straight down. Boom.
bit of water.
That's it.
I think
Big
slash
splash.
on mine.
I use pink in the back, but I also use that
Pink in the back there.
pink in the flush. What's that bloody stuff called? Saflora.
Yeah.
I put a little drop of that in it as well because that really freshens it up with the flush.
I had a problem with mine, didn't I? Because we had a Bailey before this one. We was using Saflora all the time, but I got to the point where I was putting too much in, and it blew the seals twice.
Well, you have to be careful with some of the products you stick in it because of different chemicals in them. It can knacker your rubbers and stuff.
This is it.
But there's that. I had a debate with someone once. It might have been you actually. About opening the flap before or after.
Oh, always before.
Always before.
Always before
Yeah.
because it seeps through
Yeah.
a little bit and your cupboard starts smelling.
That'd be funny.
Not only that, it's when it goes down. It goes.
Do you just pee on the top of the toilet seat when it's that?
Go to the toilet first.
I
You
normally.
open the toilet just like you open
Well,
that.
that's it. Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's not brain surgery.
I have to be careful, especially if I'm sitting on the toilet. I have to open the flap first because everything like hangs down the hole.
What about when you have a poo? Do you like to build it up in the
Well,
bowl
I have
and
to
then
hold
swim it
stuff
down?
because you know where I'm in the bigger category of people, right? It sort of touches the front of the can,
Yeah.
and I can't bear the thought of my bits touching the front of the can where all that pink's been sploshing round and that. So when you flush it, it does a
Yeah.
does a thing, and I just think, yeah, my bits are touching that, so I have to sort of hold it and just aim it down the hole because it sort of hangs just inside the hole.
Welcome to the world of Daniel's toilet habits.
What about, truthfully, right? So you talk about the North and South Hemisphere when you flush a toilet.
Yeah.
Would that be the same with a caravan?
No.
Because it's actually directed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pumped round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spending it.
It's a shame, because I'd like to have spent a lot of money trying to find that out.
Just taking a caravan to Australia, babe.
Yeah, probably
Don't be long.
Good day. It don't work. We're going, mate. But, no, I must admit, we only use water in our system, and we have just a spray, a normal bathroom
It's
spray
better
that we can
because
get a spray once a day.
If you remember, my pump blocked up with all the snot and crap
Yeah.
that built up in the flush tank.
Yeah, we did.
Because you have got a drain on it and you can drain it down. But if you remember, when we took that pump out, when we done that video on fixing the toilet,
pumping,
it was clogged up with all that snot and crap, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, to be fair.
Right.
Well, I mean, we're big fans though of just the water now, and I say you the same way.
To a point, I usually put a cupful of water in the grey tank.
Yeah.
Then we use a all-in-one.
Yeah.
Eco-friendly green flush.
We've got some of that recently, the green one. It's not too bad.
No.
It ain't got, is it formaldehyde in it or whatever it's called? So it don't seem to break everything down as good.
Yeah.
But it does the job.
But again, we don't use number 2. We don't do
No,
number 2.
yeah, that's the thing. If you only go for a bit of a slash in there, you ain't got much to break down.
When children were younger, hello, son. It was always a rule that if you crap in it, you're emptying it. So no, I've actually had to use it once when I was away with a Land Rover weekend. I had to use a toilet for number 2.
Was that diarrhea or just straight?
No, straight, because the event I went to had 8 toilets for 1,000 people.
Do you have the same trouble I have, Chris, where it hangs on the front of the toilet and you have to sort of...
No, I don't trouble the toilet at all, no.
That's
no,
why
no,
it's
to use
always
it
better to use a sink.
I can never forget a story about. I won't mention the names, but you know Aston. We went away with some friends, and he did exactly what he thought was right. Bless his little heart. He went for a little turn out of my toilet, which I don't mind.
Own up to it.
But tell me, because I'm more inclined, and your missus knows this. And when I clean out my cassette, sort of every other 3 washes I do, I get my hand in there and I wash it all around.
Yeah.
Because I only piss in it. Don't forget.
Yeah.
So when I find a little Tommy the Turd in there, that kind of really.
The thing is, when you're a kid, you go for a turn out around someone's house, you don't pop down and say, "Ooh, I just had a shit."
Yeah.
Do you? It's not. So to be fair,
you can't blame him.
You can't blame the boy. He's not
But,
going to come out
as I said
volunteer
to
the
him,
fact he's just had a turn out.
When I got him out the headlock,
We come out of A&E.
well, all I said to him is, next time you do that, just tell me, so that I know it's there, so I can deal with it. Simple as that. I don't. It's just the unexpected, isn't it? Tales of the unexpected. Ooh, remember that?
Yeah. The dancing woman, the silhouette.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now on TV.
Takes me back to
What else was it about toilets? We've done the flush.
Servicing caravans, I always insist that the toilet is emptied.
Yes.
Yeah. That was after a time I went to a job and the woman had bought the caravan and bought turd with it.
I'd done that when we bought that Abbey.
Yeah.
Toilet was full up.
Yeah.
I was half tempted to go back and empty it on his doorstep. I was well peed off.
I bet.
And my son, bless him, found
Did you
it.
get Claire to do it?
Yeah.
My son found it, and the woman who was don't be such a girl. So the woman who was a horse lady dragged it out, emptied it in the slurry pit where all the horse droppings were, and this thing come out is like drinking chocolate. And my son was, I think he was behind the Land Rover at the time, being very unwell.
Okay, yeah, there was times and places, and I can remember my wife having sickness bug when she was in a caravan, and it wasn't pretty. She tried her best to get it out to the toilet block, but you can't. So once she got better, I let her empty it.
Runs down your leg like a soft-boiled egg. Diarrhea. That old classic.
I'll grab the guitar. Let's get going.
All right.
While
we're on the subject, do
What?
you use actual toilet paper for toilet cassettes, or do you use home brand?
No, I use the thinnest toilet roll you can, really.
The bit that you get the finger that pokes through eventually.
Don't you breach the holes?
Tracing paper, I missed that.
Exactly what I was saying. It's the wafer thin stuff. I mean,
Wafer
all right.
thin.
Sometimes you have to double it over a little bit, or just go a little bit steady with that middle finger. But the thing is, when you start using this triple and quadruple ply crap, you only get about 3 Douglases out of one roll, and then it's gone, and the shitter's full. It's done. You've only wrapped it around your hand twice, and the toilet's full. Whereas with the other stuff, it breaks down easier, smaller, it goes further. Happy shopper. Boom.
During the recent COVID thing, the only place you could get toilet roll was from the caravan shops. Because people didn't think that caravan shops supplied toilet roll.
I actually used our supply of Thetford toilet roll during lockdown.
I just used one of the 400 rolls I had in the back of my van that I bought down Tesco's.
Couldn't fit any more in.
I actually ordered some off Amazon a long time before that because I was doing a deal on there. So I ordered 2 of these big 24 roll packs, and I still had one of them left in the back of the van, so we can go short. I mean, obviously having Crohn's disease, I do go for a fair bit of lube roll.
Do you know what I've always noticed? That on my toilet, well, I don't know if yours is the same, but it's got more than one red light on there. And I've always wanted to take it to the max to find out what happens.
I can help you with that. I don't have a
But
problem.
do you know what I mean? What is that other red light for?
There's several lights depending on what toilet you got.
You've got I'm full, and then you've got really full, you need to empty me.
I don't have that. On my one, it just says it's full. Empty me.
Well, mine's knackered. It used to work, but because when someone was emptying the cassette once, shook it up like it was a can of Coke that was just about to burst open, it ripped the float off inside. It's on a floating magnet switch, isn't it? And I've got my arm up in there, but it's broken. I know you can buy them, but I'm really that bothered. You know when it's full because it's full. Who needs a light to tell you your can's full up? Well, evidently you do. Yeah, you've got 2.
Yeah. I must admit though, this last time when I was away, I got it right. I can't stand it when you get up in the morning and that light's on. You got to make it right so that when you.
I must admit,
just before you go to bed, tip out.
My last trip out, it was like 11:30 at night, and got the old pyjamas on, and it was like last week of the day, and then big light on. I thought that's coming out, so straight up the shoes back on. Straight over the old
box. There's nothing worse, especially when you wake up and you hear that lovely pitter patter of rain on the top of the caravan.
It's nice, isn't it?
And you go into the bog and it's red.
Yeah.
And you think it's a little bit of a gamble, isn't it?
It's the walk of shame, isn't it?
But the box ain't going to get no bigger as you take.
The way I look at it is you've got a sink as well.
This is true, but it goes into grey. Oh, I see what you're saying.
It goes into your grey waste, but you know.
But it's.
I'm obviously joking about it.
I can remember we had a Pennine Pathfinder, the old folding
I remember that.
The toilet on it, the actual.
Just there, how Bailey was.
It was
like a
huge.
fucking suitcase. Yeah. This thing he didn't have to empty
like a
for 3
coffin.
days. Yeah.
It was absolutely brilliant. And when we got the next Bailey, it was like piddly.
Yeah, we just got smaller as it went along. The Abbey was a bit smaller, and this one's so small you can't even see it.
It's ridiculous, really, isn't it?
Tiny.
I mean, there are caravans as well. The flush comes from the main water supply. So it actually is part of the coming out the aqua roll. After I can't remember the actual.
See, that don't excite me. I like to have a separate tank, just because I feel like I've got more than one tank. Nice. Oh, that was him, not me.
So the last, my last course I went on.
I was tensing myself up for that.
The vibrate, because you're right at the firing line and all.
He nearly blew me away with the last one.
Yeah, and I remember reading my gas course. There was, speaking of gas.
I'm tired. It's going to make me cry.
Jesus Christ! Fucking hell, that had ears in that one. Oh.
What's my time on this one?
Oh. Dead.
I put dead full stop it.
You're right.
Fucking drop me out.
I'm so glad I can't breathe.
Drop out. I think it was knocked out.
Jesus.
Last time I smelled something like that, it was going out of a doorway in Brazil.
What have you been eating at work today, Pete?
Yeah. Jesus. How can I drink me tea with this over my face?
Oh, don't.
You're going to have to do outtakes at some point as well.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. But did you ever watch our outtakes one we done? It was well funny.
Oh,
You'll
you
have
need
to
to
watch
watch it.
it.
It's
funny.
funny. I still watch it every Christmas.
Better than the Queen's speech.
It was funny. It was really funny.
And every time that my wife goes, oh, here it comes, I go, shut up, you'll miss it. Little squeaker comes out there. That's when we was doing Caravan Feet, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. Steadies.
I don't know how we managed to make that 5-minute film about Caravan Feet, but we managed it.
We did. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Oh, dear.
So, yeah, that's roughly, I mean, irresponsibilities, or you go back to where we was.
I can't even remember where we was.
Pink and blue, so the pink and blue jobs sort of things. So obviously, in your caravan criteria, what's going on with the screen?
Battery.
Change your battery, I said.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we need to stop?
No, you're right.
Pink and blue jobs. What's the categorisation in your world, Chris? What's a pink job and what's a blue job in your caravan? Well, you must know your own role. Your blue jobs.
Yeah, it's outside for me.
Yeah.
Basically get it level, get it on the pitch, get it level, legs down, and go for it. That's me outside. The wife goes in, does what she does inside, and once she's done that, I've got water on.
Legs down and go for it.
Yeah.
Well, mine's pretty simple. Is mainly everything's blue, and then she arrives a day later and it's pink then. No, it's oh god, I'm still
Did
choking.
you want to pause for a minute whilst I change the battery?
Yeah, because I need a wee.
That could be a good point to edit the.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a quick pause.
I think we should keep that footage though.
Oh yeah. We'll keep it footage for a further day.
Resuming. Right, there you go.
And we're back.
Hi.
Hello. So where was we?
For our technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical.
We're talking about the pink and blue jobs within the roles. And yours is quite dynamic though, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because Claire does do quite a bit, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I see.
Because he can't fold himself up.
Did do lots.
I think one of my favourite moments is, I think I talked about it strangely last weekend when we was at a campsite once, many a moon ago. Dan had a caravan which underneath the toilet was storage. Do you remember? It was like at the back of the caravan was the toilet, and then you could open the door where the bunk beds
That's
were.
right, yeah.
And Claire was underneath there putting, say, I think it was windbreakers or something like that in there, and he was having a turnout literally over her head. Oh no, sorry.
He lifted the cheek.
That's why he's done. There's airflow. Right.
Oh, it smells like dung.
Oh, it smells like fucking
It
nerve
smells
gas.
The problem is that has rushed past poo to get out.
Air past
It
poo.
smells like Spain on a sunny afternoon near the chicken fields. Do you remember that? Oh, the smell.
Pink and blue.
Yeah.
Where can you get it? Online? Camping and caravan shops?
Oh, right, yeah.
Halfords. Do
Yes.
pink and blue?
Yes.
Amazon, eBay, you get pretty much.
That's where I get it from, Amazon, and I've probably
get them little sacks.
Yeah.
What do you call them? Little bags of blue.
I do get them from Amazon, but I do tend to every time I go to a caravan shop pick one up.
They're actually dear on Amazon. I think they're about 15 quid, aren't they?
Yeah.
Whereas they're about 13 and a half in it.
But Connie showed me once is that the actual tops. All you need to do is obviously they're like safety top, aren't they? But you undo them and then you can just take some from the other one and put them in and fill yours right up.
Or just take your tub into a caravan shop, put some yeah. Anyway, moving on from pink and blue in the toilet.
And pink and blue job.
Yeah. Oh. No.
Showering.
Oh yeah.
Whilst we're in the toilet area,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
showering yours?
I have done quite a lot when we was in France. Every day I had a shower, and I don't know why. I just like showering in the evenings. I think my last caravan, although it was slightly smaller, had a bigger shower. And as you all well know, I hate my water pressure with a passion. We seem to have fixed it. I had to do. I used the onboard tank, so I had to do all that with the pressure switch and that stuff. But here's a top tip for you: make sure you turn the feed off so that there is pressurising in the system. Otherwise, you can't do it. And you spend hours looking at things in internets.
I always shower in mine. I've specifically bought that caravan because it's got a separate shower cubicle because I hate a wet room.
Yeah.
So I've got a separate shower, but I always use it even when I'm on campsite. Occasionally I might use site showers, but
We've had a
I
shower
like,
together, haven't we?
We have a couple of times actually.
Me-
I liked it in the Isle of Wight because
Didn't mean you and Tom have a shower once?
I think we did, yeah.
And he started crying, so we left him.
Yeah, but it's
Together.
He was frightened.
And,
It's a crying game.
yeah, I liked it when it was in the Isle of Wight because my shower window was right next to the walkway, and I liked showering when everyone could see me. It made me feel quite sexy.
Yeah.
It was nice, but I do like the shower in the caravan. It's quite punchy, that water pressure. It's not amazing, but it's only a small cubicle. But I mean, you
One
can't
more
have
pump.
yeah. I mean, you can't have any parties in there, but it's certainly nice. And
the kids use it a bit, to be fair. The kids, I mean, especially for someone like my daughter, because it's difficult now of age, where we used to go to a lot of men's toilets sort of thing all together, sort of get showers and stuff. And she obviously doesn't want to do that now.
See, I've still been
she's
going in the
21.
ladies' showers. Just my dad used to take me in the men's, or my mum would take me in the women's showers when I was a kid and we used to go camping. So I've just kept that as a thing. So I just go in the ladies' showers all the time now.
I remember when I was a kid growing up, the showers had no heat.
Shall I get my coat and leave?
Door there.
Start the car. Start the car.
No, I can remember going to the shower blocks or the shower area as a child, and it was concrete bunker blocks with cold water. Oh, it was a dream.
And the
Invigorating.
And the
was.
pushy tap.
That's it.
Oh, that's another thing to think about.
What?
Pushy taps on campsites. You have to keep holding it in. You can buy.
You can buy the suckers, can't
That's
you?
it.
Yeah,
A little
mate.
sucker that goes in.
Or
Get them online.
just
Rather than
shove
tapping.
a bloody matchstick in.
Yeah, or take a cable tie.
Yeah.
Man, there's a few
Don't
options.
forget the cutters though to get rid of the
To
cable.
get it off again. Yeah.
Oh, they showed me that in the holiday park in Devon.
Yeah.
That you can actually stick matches down the side of it and you don't jam that jam.
Jam it in.
But no, I love getting up for a camp shower.
I don't see. That's the thing. I like to get up like a zombie, go in, have a shower, wake myself up a bit, and get sorted. The thing is, when you've got a wet room, you've got all that pissing about, and that's what used to drive me insane. Because you go in, you put the shower curtain around, your whole floor, and everything will be soaked.
It's
So
your
you've got-
separate on
You've
board
got to dry it out
shower.
after. Yeah, you've got to separate it.
It's the way forward.
I used to the old
the
caravan.
only
I
way.
had one side, and I used to wash my load and leave my arse's open the door up.
Yeah.
So it's funny the first 4 times. The wife gets it all of it then. After a while, you do it on purpose. I'm not, babe. I'm just... So no, I probably only had last caravan I had 2 showers in 11 years in it.
Yeah.
This one I've had one every day. Been away in it.
That's
Love
nice
it.
though.
Love
It's
it.
nice. I must admit, and when you're on a service pitch as well, when you got that, it's
All
a
day
dream.
long. Love a service pitch.
I've slowly. You're starting to see it all over now, aren't you? That they're slowly. Most campsites are turning to most having pitches like that, haven't they? I think I can't remember where we was. Where nearly all the pitches were service pitches. There was one. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I can't remember where it is, but it must be.
Had a TV outlet on it and all, didn't it?
Yeah, TV. We could watch Sky. That last one I stayed on, you could watch Sky, and all sorts on it.
I
And
don't remember where that was.
we had a free.
Remember Buxton had because the Buxton
I wanna go
Caravan
there.
Club site was in a quarry. Had
Yeah.
no TV reception, so you had a thing you could plug into the wall, plug into the post, and get a loop area.
Yeah, I found you.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry about that.
that's just a what?
It's the filming at night. We should do this at daytime, but told him they had a full-time job.
Which, yeah, I mean, I've been up since 3. I've been to blooming
Gets in the way, doesn't it?
Mountfield this morning, so I'm knackered.
Mountfield.
Mountfield.
Do they like lawnmowers?
Don't know. Not the one I go to, mate.
They do.
They make plasterboard.
Useless information.
Yeah. We take a train of gypsum in there and it gets unloaded, crushed, turned into plasterboard.
Well, that's 10 seconds of our life we're never getting back.
Well, you are so ungrateful.
Yeah, so boring.
Has he got any jokes in or what?
He's an horrible prick, isn't he? I don't even know why I like him.
He's alright.
I know why.
He's a right lot.
It's because he spooned you. That's why
Yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't
That's
so-
like
true, yeah, he does give a nice little cuddle.
Nice little hug.
You big beast.
Don't mind it. We've had our moments.
Got videos to prove it, haven't you?
I'd like to say I've never cuddled any of you two.
It's early days yet.
Put it out there, mate.
Early days.
Early days, Chris. Well, you see, you was looking at us longingly.
Yeah.
Nah.
You'll
Once
soften
before.
up.
Envious.
Weaken, but I will weaken.
We'll make you squishy.
You know it's going to happen when we all sit on the same sofa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
God.
good.
Who's going to be Lucky Pierre in the middle?
You.
We, Christopher.
You!
Well, a rose between 2 thongs.
Right. You'll love that.
I'm just picturing it now.
That's always-
Downside of that is we have to move the sofa over because no room in it to do that.
We do need to rearrange.
Yes.
That's right, we'll make do.
Come round the corner here, cupboard door here.
Hey!
Yeah, as long as you can get through to the kitchen and make the coffees.
Yeah, mate. You know, I think my coffee making abilities have improved
They're
somewhat.
very good.
We should get a coffee machine in here.
We've got one.
So, yeah, fuck it, yeah.
You get
I
dolls.
mean, I haven't moved since I got here. I haven't even had a wee. I've just sat here.
Well, that's what
Looking,
the puddle is. Yeah, I know.
I've just sat here looking cool, eating biscuits, eye candy, boom. Yeah, so
To be honest, that's the only reason you're in, mate. There's no
it's
other
the
reason.
biscuits, the coffee, and obviously the company.
Naturally.
Yeah, naturally. Yeah.
Do you want to finish off with the joke?
I ain't got any. I don't.
You dry again.
You catch me off guard. You need to prepare me for this stuff.
Hold on a minute. Didn't we tell you about this about 5 days
You
ago?
did, but I didn't. I haven't come prepared. That's the problem. I haven't done my revision.
The amount of jokes you used to put out there
Yeah,
in the mornings on the way to work.
that's it. Yeah.
I remember that during lockdown. There used to be a random joke
random joke,
every now
yeah.
and then. Used to be, I like my day. Used to go in the morning. What's he put on there? Used to
Is he
do
dressed?
a little spring in my step as I went to work.
That
that
was
morning.
me driving to work at 3 o'clock in the morning. My eyes hanging out.
That was probably the most hilarious bit. Hey, someone's out at 3 o'clock. Look.
Where is he? He's driving somewhere. Yes, I'm on the road and there's no one else on it.
Was there snow once? You tried working in the snow.
driving
You was
on
giving.
the snow.
Yeah,
that was
I remember.
driving to Mountfield actually.
Yeah.
It was about 10 minutes after that video that I actually got stuck up the top of the hill
Yeah.
and couldn't move. I was in my blue van and I could not move. I was stuck there, phone control up. I said, yeah, I'm probably not going to make it to Mountfield. And then they said, oh, we didn't know you was going anywhere. The train's been cancelled. Yeah, I was well pleased.
Go back to bed.
I couldn't get bloody home. I was stuck at the top of this hill, halfway across the road, and some guy stopped in a taxi, helping me sweep out from under the wheels and that. I managed to turn around and go home, but I wasn't happy. Still.
Eating's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
UFOs are landed again.
That's why you should always take a blanket in your car.
Yeah.
Always.
Blanket, a shovel, a cup of tea.
Yeah, and a rope.
I don't.
I think I had all of them things actually.
You're too angry to use them.
I was too angry to use them.
I'll just take a Land Rover to work with me. At that time, anyway.
It's always a good idea. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Triple deep tread.
Oh.
Is that a...
On that note,
Bye.
bye.